Okay, today we're going to test out the BayangToys X16 Typhoon. It's a pretty nice looking quad. Has brushless motors. So that's a big plus. I think it was $120. Now, the camera that came with it doesn't work, but I'm not returning it for that because these cameras are only a quarter anyway. They're junk to begin with, so that doesn't matter. But if you run into that problem, you can always use the one from the SEMA X8W or some other SEMA model that has its own little the Wi-Fi, because the Wi-Fi comes out of the camera. It doesn't come out of the quad. So you can pop this on here, because I already tried it, and you just load up the SEMA app and just record with it. But the video is so crappy anyway, so who cares, right? What I'll do is next time I fly this, I'll either put that little mount, will fit on here from the Bugs 3, either I'll do that, or I'll put the credit card mount on there with the GoPro. So that's how I'll work that out. Reset the gyro here. I tried everything to get this camera to work, but it just doesn't do it. So look at the punch out speed on that thing. That's pretty wild. It has a lot of power. I'm just trying to trim it up a little bit. Oh yeah, it has a lot of power. There's the yaw. That's in the low rate too. So okay, I'll put it in the high rate and show you that. Let's bring it back. I'm just trying to get it trimmed out right now. It's once I change the speed, it messed around with the trim a little bit, so The yaw speed is pretty slow. It's not fast at all. Boy, that punches out fast as hell. That's like the Bugs 3. I think the motors on it are bigger than the Bugs 3 too. Plus you can use your Phantom props on here if you want, but these props seem to work okay. Might give you a little bit more speed, but well, let's try out the headless mode, which you know is going to have that annoying beep to it, but we'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, it works. It's got a nice pitch to it. We can turn that off. It works though. So if you're buying it for the headless mode, that it works good. Even after you put it in the air. Some of them will mess up if you start flying them first and then put the headless mode on when it's in the air. It won't work right. You gotta put it in the headless mode while it's still on the ground pointing to which way you're going. But this one, let me trim it back a little bit. This is my first flight with this thing, by the way. That's why I'm not getting too stupid, since I just had one explode on me here last week. I'm just trying to see what the battery's going to give me. It's pretty quick. Changes directions pretty fast too. Yeah, it stops pretty quick. Yeah, this thing's well worth 120 bucks. Believe me, you could put a really nice camera on here and take some nice video. But, you know, you gotta have a nice camera. These cameras they give you with these Chinese quads, they're complete garbage. Oh yeah, it really stops on a dime, man. It changes direction pretty quick. I mean, look at all that dust that thing's kicking up. You can tell them props got power. I don't know what kind of low battery warning it has, so I've been up for a little while. I'm trying to still get the trim right. That's pretty close. Yeah. Don't hit me, man. Don't hit me. Man, it's got some serious brakes on it. Man, I'll tell you, I can't recommend this thing enough for 120 bucks. I mean, you just can't go wrong. And this thing has great performance, great speed, very stable. But the camera's a piece of junk, so don't buy it for that. Please. Please don't buy it for the camera because it's a piece of garbage. But as long as you know that going in, then you'll be okay. I'm just trying to run the battery down, that's all, actually. Yeah, so that one I flew yesterday, that SEMA X8W. Let me go here and mess with this bird. Get away from here, Robin. Yeah, that SEMA X8W, that was 70 bucks. And this is 120 bucks. So this is $50 more. Okay? But it's worth $100 more. Okay? So it's way better than the X8W. Way better. Flies a lot nicer. The throttle's a lot nicer. I mean, that SEMA X8W has a terrible throttle lag. Terrible throttle lag. Plus this has a bigger battery in it too. This has a 2200 11.1 volt or whatever. Yeah, this has a 2200. That SEMA only has a 2000. So, but this is just way, I mean, there's no comparison in them two. This one's way better. Way nicer. Flies better. Got brushless motors. I mean, if you had the money to get this, you're way better off getting this than the SEMA. The only thing about this, the yaw speed's not that good, but hey, you know, it is what it is. I'm surprised this battery's lasted this long. Oh, there's some lights flashing on there. I don't know if that has something to do with it. There's nothing showing on the controller. Yeah, I'll bet that that's probably what that is. I'm just going to bring it down. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. It's like trying to land the trying to land the lunar module. Call the doctor.